It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 751.
Happy Fat Friday, Gronks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're clapping.
I feel like it's going a bit old school today because I've sent Georgie boy out on a bit of a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Fridays, what is it? Well, it's when we celebrate the end of the week with our favourite food. That was until Josh went on fad diet. So this week's theme of Fat Friday is fad diet themed.
And I appreciate that. Interestingly, you said to Georgie boy, mate, thank you so much for getting all of the food.
Yeah.
Did you get footage?
Yeah, I asked him if he got footage. What did you say?
No, I forgot.
He forgot. So I'll be needing to find another video to make today, and you'll be editing it. So sucked in.
Serves you right for outsourcing.
So I've been getting a few updates on my phone about where my card has been being used. We had one at Chemist Warehouse. And then another 30 something bucks at Woolworths. So that's safe. That's where we've got the food from today.
Mm-hmm.
And he's brought me over a cup and a spoon. It's like between a teaspoon and a tablespoon, like a tablespoon.
It's a teaspoon.
Today I'll be eating laxatives.
Pretty close.
Okay.
So, Georgie boy, can you run us through first and then bring it over to us, please?
Oh, so he's not talking. So
He's getting
the bag. It's a big bag. You need to talk.
Run us through it and then bring it over to us.
So, first step.
Just calm down.
Take a breath, mate. Okay. First step was at Chemist Warehouse.
Yes.
And so I got some Healthy Way quality snacks, banana chippies.
Yeah, great.
I love
you like those?
Yeah, I like them.
I know. What are the ones you like?
I love mango.
Yeah, mango.
That's real naughty. That's
that is
bag from Costco or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I got 2 packs of these because they looked good.
They're honey cashews. Oh, that's good.
Oh, he's just gone healthy way. So if you're on a fad diet, I go anything that says health on it. That's what you've done.
Yeah, exactly. And then I've got for dessert a bit of low-cal ice cream.
Oh, this is good. Yeah. You've gone Halo Top brand.
Yeah, it's vanilla bean. It's 280 calories per tub.
For the whole tub.
That's what you want. If they're doing anything that's not telling you the whole tub, they're being dishonest.
Otherwise you need to be a mathematician to work out the back of it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Outrageous.
I want to try the I know you wouldn't have got them, but you know the yogurt that you were getting into a while ago, the
YoPro.
The protein one?
YoPro now has their own ice cream.
Oh, really?
On
protein
sticks.
ice cream.
Yeah.
That's good.
There you go.
Anyway.
Mate, I'm into that.
This, I reckon, this is what the mug's for, and I don't think it's going to be nice.
You've
It's a probiotic blueberry milk.
Okay.
What is it?
I won't be having
What
that.
is-
Can you read the label, George? What is it?
Probiotic Swedish style film yolk.
No.
Blueberry.
No, you have to
50
eat that.
billion good
Drink
bacteria per serve.
How many?
50 billion.
That'd be a
Billion.
baby. You got to have a little bit. You've had nothing but
Good for
protein
your
bars
gut.
and meat.
It'd be good
This
for your
week,
gut.
so
Great for your gut.
you
Great
need
for
to sort your gut out.
What
this week.
is that? Just a
ingredients?
big? It's just a big Yakult.
What are the
Yeah,
ingredients,
maybe.
George?
15 live cultures and probiotics.
I'm cultured enough. But okay, right. So there's that. Anything else, or is that all you've got?
Ingredients: whole milk, blueberry puree, concentrate, cane sugar, natural blueberry
Cane
flavour,
sugar is the third one.
live cultures.
So
That's
Live
that's
cultures
all right.
as an ingredient doesn't sound that good.
okay.
But
I'm keen. Sevs, I reckon you're
Have it.
keen
I'll
too.
have that. It's
Yeah.
just milk. It's blueberry milk.
I've never been a milk guy.
Sweetened.
Yeah.
I don't like
I mean, the problem with before we can get to that, but like fad diet foods or things that seem healthy, you sort of like you drink that like you would drink normal milk. It's like kombucha.
Well,
I've drank that like it's a big, lemonade.
The other problem with it is that these are all sort of conflicting ideas. So it's sort of the equivalent of going like the banana chips and then going keto. Like you need to pick one.
Yeah.
And so you've got every.
Oh, wait till he...
Hang on, what's he got now?
The last one is you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Where did that come from again? Who says
Well, my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And she got it from someone
you
else.
get what you get, but you don't get upset? I love that. It's very good.
Great.
I got 5 of these, and Whitey and Harry are both in the building, so
Okay.
Great.
they have to fight.
Have
over
to
one.
fight. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
So the first one is what's this? Low carb protein bar.
Yeah,
Okay,
great.
yeah,
lovely. Yeah.
Got that.
Good one.
This one's for me. Kick. I get to keep it clean.
You love it. Yeah, can we get do that again?
Can we get
a
it
little
clean?
read? Yeah,
Yeah, can we get it clean?
How are the buns nice and soft? What did you say?
Keep it clean as plant-based protein crunch, dark choc, sour cherry, vegan, all-natural source of dietary fiber.
What's
Great.
great about it?
It's a yummy blend of dark chocolate, cranberries, and sour red cherries. Crunchy, puffed chickpeas.
To be honest, that's if I was to pick one for a Fat Fridays, that's it, because it's sort of
Definitely.
like there's not the shit that I keep eating is all the it's protein powder formed into a Mars bar.
Oh,
Whereas this is actually like
it literally says chocolate brownie on your butt.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And what else you got?
Another
Powerful.
one, Musashi,
Yeah, great.
Shred and what? What does that say on it?
Just
shred and burn. It's another protein bar. Low
yeah,
carb.
yeah, great.
This one.
Oh, the classic.
Great.
okay, Aussie bodies.
This is Josh's actual shopping
Bar
list.
Cliff.
Oh, Cliff.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, yeah.
So that's it.
And-
right. Good job.
That's solid.
so that was Chemist Warehouse as well.
Yeah, so these
You
were
blend
Chemist
it.
Warehouse, the nuts,
Yeah.
and the rest was Woolies.
What'd you
Okay,
spend?
I think it was like $40.
Yeah, yeah, great.
Is that good?
Great. I don't know. It's on par with what you've been doing for your diet. So if we do
Mhm.
have leftovers, you can take them.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So I'm
gonna-
gonna have
I'll
some of
bring
that
this
milk to kick us off.
Okay. I might have. What was the first?
The
ice
ice
cream.
cream,
Thank
yeah,
you. Yeah, let's
definitely.
try ice cream.
Yeah. Get him
Alright, thank
get him
you.
a little thing so I can.
Do you want the
I wanted
bananas
to
as
try
well,
that.
Josh?
Thank you. So because it says Halo top, I imagine that it's got like the, like the Magnum has the chocolate top that you break. Is that?
Yeah,
So absurd.
that's what I was thinking. I'm pretty much drinking. It's just yogurt, guys. I'm pretty sure. Like it is legit yogurt in
The probiotic.
Really?
in what looks like a milk bottle.
Maybe I'll scoop my ice cream into
great.
Tastes
the,
great.
It's great.
Really?
into what's it called? The cup, the mug. Right, I'm gonna. It doesn't smell
Thanks,
like
mate.
anything, but I mean, how often? Thank you, Georgie boy. You've just given me the shred and burn.
I get the Cliff
It's
Bar.
got Garcinia. Oh, so Garcinia. It's got some Garcinia. Do you remember Garcinia?
Did they get it off you?
So Garcinia
bullshit that you-
Cambogia, I in 2012, I bought $250 worth of Garcinia Cambogia and Testo Strong tablets that I read online. It was a Facebook ad.
Was this
and it
a
was
Hugh Jackman?
It was a Men's Health Hugh Jackman article that was fake. And so I bought a lot of that and it went to waste. I'm going to try this Halo top. All of this stuff feels like it's stuff that you'll shit yourself eating.
Dude, the amount of time I've spent in the supermarket reading the back of labels, and it's like I can't get that time back. And I don't think it's done much for me.
Mhm.
Because then you just land on something crap, or like something low cal, and then you blow out later on. It's very, very annoying.
That is a giant scoop.
Oh my god!
That's a skill, isn't it, of mine? But also
It's
such
only
a small
100 calories.
yeah.
So it's all good.
such a small spoon. The coffee this morning, normally
You have
Brie
Oh.
gets me coffee.
You might have just spilt some.
Yeah,
on
Mason,
the,
don't
yeah,
talk
on
with
the
your mouth
mixer.
open.
on the mixer.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's all good. So stand by. Yeah, we're all good. It's good. It's vanilla-y. So yeah, this morning, Bree's been getting me coffee every morning since COVID. I've sort of said, I think one of us should be on the front line, and she enjoys the banter between the the baristas and all that sort of thing.
Okay,
Whereas
yeah.
I followed them on Instagram, they followed me back.
Then you unfollowed them.
No, I didn't unfollow them, but now I'm just like, oh, so we know each other. It's that weird. I feel like now if I go to the cafe, it's like going to be meeting internet friends for the first time, and I don't need that at 7:30 in the morning when I just want a coffee.
Okay. So you're thinking that they're on your feed. Just understand.
Yeah.
Josh
They
Janssen.
it's like, if I come in with the hoodie on, the Daily Talk Show, I'm just like, everyone's going to drop what they're doing and be like, Josh Janssen, there's going to be slow claps.
I know you got there talking about it, but that's how it seems like you're thinking.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Is that
No, I think that there could be a conversation, like how much buy-in. I don't want to know how much buy-in the barista has with me.
Well, I'm just looking at your feed to just see if you can get a snap of Josh Janssen at a glance. Who's Josh
Good at
Janssen at a
Monopoly.
glance? I don't know. Yeah, I don't get a real sense. Not a bad thing.
But anyway, I told Sebs about this, so he picked me up from my house this morning.
Just
On
walking, not
on
in
foot.
not in,
On foot.
yeah, not in a
He
car.
definitely didn't drive.
No.
But he picked me up and we went to a cafe and he stood there with me as a sign of support whilst I got the coffee.
How's
You
the
did
experience? I mean, let's find out the experience.
I mean, it took a while before we got to the cafe because we had to go past about 4 of them that Josh wasn't comfortable entering into.
Hang on, wait. The first one you saw and you were like, too many people.
Literally too many people.
Second one?
That was the social
Wasn't
media.
sure about
that
it.
was the one that the social media that they followed me. So I didn't want to go to the ones that followed me, but I do support them every single day because Bree normally goes in there. Shout out to Georgia and the great team there at Office Coffee if you're listening.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, so we
I
walked.
get it. I get the thought that you think that they're following you. It's just quite extreme.
Well, because Bree exacerbates it because I say, when you talk about me, I don't know why I ask you, when you talk about me, do you say Josh or do you say my
At
boyfriend?
Josh Janssen.
Well, she says, no, I'd say, oh yeah, Josh is doing this today or doing that. So I feel like I've created a real story in my head.
They've got your calendar.
Yeah, that Josh I know it's, and so anyway, we ended up going to Susie's, which is the cafe that was below our old office.
Yeah. If anything, they follow you and know more about you.
So there was a bit of anxiety about that. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, I don't want them to give me a discount anymore because they were doing that for a long time after we left, which made me uncomfortable.
Almond milk as well.
Yes.
You were taking a stab at their bottom line.
Yeah, definitely. Well, back in the day. Anyway, so I did, I decided to go in. Mason said it will be fine. And
Holding your hand.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Mason's got off the bus and walked 4K to get to your house to then hand hold
Yeah.
to a cafe.
Yeah. And so went in. Yeah, so he sort of stood back. I even forgot to ask if Mason wanted anything.
Yeah, you were in your head. You were real focused.
Would you have had a hot chocolate if I asked?
Would have it made you more comfortable?
No.
Okay, then no.
And so so I went up. The great thing was Nikki, who works at Susie's, she wasn't that up for a convo too, because it's one of those things where it's like, we haven't seen each other in 6 months. Lots of things have changed. The whole what's news, what's happening. It's a very draining conversation. It's like I saw Nick Kappa the other day just walking a lot, Bree and I were walking along.
You two, Nick Kappa personality, Josh Janssen personality colliding. What happens?
And then so I
It's
just
like two unusual animals meeting in the forest.
Yeah, it's not a bit. Yeah.
it actually worked out really well. We were walking along. I was like, Kappa. He's hey Josh. I'm like, yeah, just walk and drink your coffee. He's like, yeah.
That's so good.
And then Bree was with me. I was like, that went well.
What did Bree say?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it did. Because and Bree also went like, yeah, coffee.
Weather.
Yeah. And so, but the thing, and so that was what was good with Nikki today at the cafe was I was saying to 97, when we were talking, when I went up to order the coffee, when you've spoken to, we've had a bunch of conversations with Nikki over the past, over the 2 years or whatever, or a year and a half that we were there.
Yeah.
And so you can't just say, hello, hi, could I get, so my inflection was, hi. Because
that was bang on.
It's hi, because I know you and you know me, and it's great to see you. Hi.
Yeah.
And the great thing is she's like, oh hey. What do you reckon she said back?
There was a little inflection. It was returning the favor.
Yeah.
She was acknowledging that you knew each other.
But no, how are yous, which was appreciated all round, I think.
I think you got to know that if you're speaking to someone who has a cafe, they aren't experiencing what you are. So immediate, like you couldn't own a business like that where you're needing to see people
It's like
daily.
hairdressers and stuff.
You can't. They end up just like, it's just like a numbness to the experience.
That's why I don't think I could. Could you imagine me owning a cafe? Just like, oh no, fuck, I was just in the kitchen. I see John's out there. Haven't seen John in 6 weeks. What do I say?
It would be a funny character in a film, like a Seinfeld episode. It is a bit Seinfeld episode-esque, like the Josh Janssen cafe. And it's like you're always hiding from customers.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone wants to see you because they love the cafe. They love you. And then they're just like, yeah, what's it?
But it's so wrapped up in anxiety.
It is. That's why it's like, I was thinking,
You can't make fun of it.
yeah, mental illness is not yucky. But in terms of like you getting better at it, because even that phrase getting better is you trying to move away from that sort of.
Can I eat ice cream while you talk?
Just one scoop. What is a version? So if without the judgment, getting better could be judgment, but for you to feel more sort of at ease in these social situations, what is a mechanism that you've used in the past to make it work or make it just be more pleasant experience for you? Because I don't think that's funny when you say it, but I don't think it's that pleasant for you. It's very internal. It's very
Well, that's what
cerebral.
I liked about Pavlov's duck. It was there were no bullshit. It was always a money transaction. But
I just thought they were arrogant for a while.
I just think that they know that you're just a customer, you're coming in.
Yeah.
The problem with Pavlov's was when they charged me $7 for a mocha and I blew up. And because I blew up, it's like I can't really go back there now.
No, I get that, but that's not answering the question. The question is,
what do I need to be happy?
how do you tame that sort of wildness?
I think it's
of
just
thought?
not giving a fuck.
Yeah, and how do you not give a fuck? Because you've not. I think you've actually not given a fuck this week when we were talking about a few things. Your weight, like it was less thought about how others are then judging how you were thinking. Like no, but that's your experience.
I had to take my glasses off at the cafe because I was fogging up.
Oh yeah.
At Susie's.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's a whole experience that starts minutes before he walks into the cafe.
I couldn't talk to Sevs.
Literally, I was telling him, mate, I've just listened to this great podcast on superannuation. And he's like, oh yeah. And he's just off in his head, just thinking about it. We're probably like 30
was a
meters
boring
away from
combo
it.
too.
It's an interesting. So this is an interesting one. How do you think? Because I was going to say I don't think I let you get away with it as hard as that.
No, you do because...
Or do
I literally said to Sevs, I think I'm just going to get TJ to get my coffee today because you have been getting me coffee most days.
Yeah. It's becoming a nice little habit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even ask you now. I get it for you.
And so the thing is that, but even Lauren said, this is the problem. We shouldn't know the names of all these people.
I love it.
Yeah,
Georgie
I
Boy
love
and
it.
I, we go to AU79, but also we go to Long Street Coffee in Abbotsford. Georgie, you even said this week you're an anxious guy.
Yeah, but I love
Look at how you deliver the protein bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty anxious. I love these
What
are delicious, by the
was
way.
the anxious bit about the
really
protein bars, by the way? Was it just like...
Oh, I don't know, just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. I love being a regular at a cafe, and I love it when they know your name. It's like it actually makes me stay there. And if they know your order, then I'm like, okay, well now I have to come back here because it's fun. And you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to change your order up,
No.
even though I do.
What if they mess it up?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good, I reckon.
I just feel like it'd be awkward if they've done 5 weeks of getting your order right and then
Mate, humans
Yeah.
make mistakes.
Yeah.
You fuck up our merch runs. It's
Yeah.
all good.
So Georgia at Office Coffee, she knew that I wasn't doing coffee and she knew that I was becoming the tea guy.
Oh, that's a lot.
There's a lot that they knew that I was drinking chais.
Hang on, wait. How did she know you were becoming the You told her, didn't you?
No, because I've only met her before I started following her on. So what happened was I followed them on social media during ISO because there's this confidence of like, oh, I'm never going to see you. So let's be Instagram friends. And so, but then now there is that sort of, you can go in and visit. And so, no, the reason why she knows about it was because obviously she knows Bree's order. So it's like, two large almond caps. And Bree says, no, one almond chai, please, instead of the cap. Josh is not drinking coffee at the moment. He's becoming the tea guy. And then they had banter around it where it's like, he'll be back. Which, how did she know that? How did she know?
Because a guy that says he's the tea guy drinking a almond chai latte is definitely going back to coffee.
Well, and so anyway, what were you going to say, Sev? Is there anything else on that whole experience?
It was weird, and he's never walked into your house again.
Yeah, well, it also just wrapping. Like as soon as we walk out of the building, it does take you a little bit to get it back into the groove of conversation.
To get up, yeah. I was talking about the cafe 4 or 5 minutes after that, just being like, "Well, that went well."
What was more boring, his super chat or your cafe?
It's equal. We deserve each other. No, but the thing at Lawrence, we at AU 79, he had said, this business person, you need to connect with this person, guys. He's great, right? So, okay. That sounds good. And he's like, I'll do an email intro. And they did an email intro. The guy emailed Sevs. Sevs never got back to them. And then you and I were at a cafe at AU 79, and Lauren said, hey, the guy that I wanted to intro you to, did you ever get back to his email? I'm like, no. He's here right now. He's just over there. And I said, no.
Well, we were about to sit down and you're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I said, can you make mine takeaway? And so Lawrence respectfully waited until I left the cafe before he did the intro. But he was like...
Well, I was sitting there because I then was doing some work and I was like, look, let's not bother them.
Yeah.
It's all good. And so it was at the edge for me as well.
Mm-hmm. But then Lawrence, the fact that he
much earlier.
But it's funny that he got it. He got the shtick. He's like, Josh being Josh. See it, like because I.
And then Tommy being Tommy, I then have the person come up to me as I'm mid working, and then we had a good conversation for 10 minutes. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Like, and so then it's at that point I was in the mode of I kind of just want to do my work right now. So I get that, but that's not always. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
I don't know. It's a very fine line because I do enjoy...
It's always never as bad as you think. Anxiety is like shit appearing that isn't necessarily what reality is.
Yeah. Well, the little bit of a disaster was when I got into Susie's and tried to do my order, there was someone else that still had to pay. And so I said, so you think about it, I do the inflection, hi, and then realise that someone still needs to pay that's getting their coffee. So after saying, hi, I had to then move across out of the way.
It was, and then the reader was taking a while as well.
There's a point where like, I don't know if there's a chip on that card. This is to the other. I'm like, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. But it was fine.
No, it's always fine. You're never going to be hurt. It's always fine. That is the thing. Any situation that we've ever been in always is fine. Or I think you turn it around to be something funny for yourself.
The thing that I was
how much it actually stops or helps you through these moments.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking, I think with COVID, I thought the greetings was going to get easier. And we saw Conspiracy Jimmy 2 days ago.
Yeah, and that's a big one for you.
But
the greeting thing.
But you do the bro handshake and hug during COVID times, and I'm left looking like a fucking idiot with my elbow.
That's right. But no, Jimmy and I are 20 years strong, and so we can. I didn't know we were going to cut off. I've seen him before. We've done the elbows, and now it's like it was really nice to hug my best mate. I really enjoyed.
But I look like a fucking idiot.
No, but you're not his best mate.
Okay.
You're his mate, but he's like...
Yeah, no, I get it.
I think it's fine. It'd be like...
Should I have...
Sometimes you see somebody with their partner, you know them really well, give them a kiss, but then the person that you're with doesn't know them that well, so they don't give them a kiss. They
fist bump. You could have gone
handshake,
for a fist
bump.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean. It's, yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I did a fist bump this week, and you called it out. And then you went in for an elbow, so you were actually closer physically to his face than my hand out meeting his arm out. Yeah, which one is it okay? Which one's okay?
I think the elbow is better than the fist because I think the fist is problematic because
touch your face. But I mean, if we got called out by producer Jess yesterday for using the amount of hand sanitizer that we do,
She thinks we're obsessed.
well, call it what you will.
I do have a bit of a tick. Like I do enjoy it.
A sanny tick,
Yeah.
hand sanny.
Yeah, there is something a little bit sort of addictive about it.
Mine's this one, and then clap them together.
You
It's-
do, don't you?
I love it.
There's something, the one that you've bought, the hand sanitizer, I reckon it's 10 times better than Dettol.
Yeah, mate, it's
Dettol
a good
smells
one.
like rotten apples.
Some of them.
And then this one's actually it smells great.
At Bodie's daycare, you walk in, hand sanitisation station, and on there is, I think there's gloves if you want them. No one wears them. But then there's 2 bottles of hand sanitizer. One has kids, one has adults.
Mhm.
I fucking use the kids.
Better smelling.
It's the one we've got. The other one is like almost liquid. It looks like vodka in a bottle. Like and it stinks. It's like legit watery. And the other one is nice.
You want a thickness, I think, too. Yeah.
You want it? Yeah.
Good viscosity.
Great viscosity. Great
One of your
viscosity,
favourite words,
99% killer.
That's a great word.
I've never heard it before.
Viscosity.
Is it about Sano?
Yeah. So, no, it's about, so you could have a nice moisturizer that has a good viscosity.
Yeah. It's all about like the thickness of the liquid. So like I can't remember which way it is, whether it's high or low, but lava, because it's quite thick, it's got some viscosity. It's got, Whitey says high, it's got a high viscosity.
Lava does.
Yeah. And so like water's got a low viscosity. Yeah.
You don't want to touch lava though.
No, true. But our hand sanitizer, interestingly, when it comes out, high viscosity.
Yeah.
Once you've rubbed it in, low.
Interesting.
This ice cream.
Have you eaten the whole fucking tub?
No, you fuckwit. I've actually got like 90% is left.
Pass it over.
How was the probiotic
Sorry.
drink?
Don't pass that over to me. I don't want the probiotic. Yeah, hang on.
It's just yogurt.
Oh, yeah. It's got vanilla bean little bits in it.
But yeah, the thing with a lot of these sort of diet products, you need to eat them sooner rather than later because they do go disgusting. I remember Brie and I doing a road trip in Tassie and buying like a healthy caramel slice, just like a raw ingredients, and the sun was hitting the slice, and within 15 minutes, it was liquid in the bottle holder, cup holder.
You like a good piece of slice that could last 3 weeks in the car.
Yeah. How good is caramel slice?
What? Which kind?
Or
One that can last a long time?
I actually like raw. Like I can get around those, like the balls and stuff. We don't have a
you
food
can.
processor at home.
To make the ball.
What did you have? A food what?
We don't have a food processor at
There you
home.
go.
Hey, we missed something at the start of the show, which
Oh,
I don't think I would have forgot if I was still the guy in charge.
no.
I wish you were on you for that reaction.
Oh
because
my God.
Okay.
That was visceral.
Make it
I'm
a good
sorry.
one.
Okay. No.
The
This is gonna
viscosity
be-
of what came out of
This
his
has got to be a big. This is the final one.
You're going to have big
Can
pump
we
up.
get this as a snippet?
Yeah, this is a snippet.
That wasn't a part of the deal, but that's a makeup.
Attention, everyone. Attention, everyone. What a week it has been in 2GB land with Ben Bloody Fordham having his own breakfast show from 5:30 in the morning. He's done it and he'll do it again next week and potentially for a very long time. It's Ben Fordham on 2GB. Wake up with Ben. Thank you for your support this week, Ben. And now I will do one more as a reset from yesterday.
Oh, come on. At the end of the
Hey everyone, a big thank you to Ben Fordham, 5:30 a.m. It's Ben Fordham in the morning, 2GB. You can stream it using Google Home. Just say those words, hey Google, or you can listen in the car too. What a great way to start the morning with your brekkie. Have a slice of peanut butter or veggie, however you have it, and a nice hot brew, and enjoy Ben Fordham covering the topics of the day. It's Ben Fordham, 2GB. He's the...
You're done, mate. You're done. That was good.
Thank you.
Expect a call, though, from Ben Fordham.
Oh, yeah.
When I
What
saw
do
when
we
I
think?
Yeah, it's not what we think, guys. It's what Ben thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And
I turned that around.
I think
was
you
great.
delivered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
it was really good.
I reckon you delivered. Well, I mean, we'll hear from Ben, I guess.
I mean, it's when you see Ben Fordham's name flash on your phone, you know it could be
Things have
something.
happened.
He's got an offer. He's got a complaint. What else?
I think that was good.
Do you?
No, I'm very happy
Talking
with
about
it.
the ice cream or the.
No, it's all good.
But
I feel a bit burpy.
yeah, that ice cream was good.
Yeah.
Any admin before we head off, Sevs?
Yeah, I mean, we got a few more reviews.
After
Are
Josh's
you okay?
abuse.
Are you tired?
Yeah, a little bit.
Your eyes twitching.
Really? Which one?
Both.
Okay, have you been staying up late?
Yeah.
Oh.
How late?
Not too late, like sort of midnight.
But that's sort of used to be a 9:30
yeah,
p.m.
babies
guy.
at 9:30 to 10 p.m. bedtime.
So your girlfriend Grace uses the phrase or the word palmy to describe
Oh.
a chicken parmigiana.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
Have you brought it up with her outside of Discord?
Yeah, no. Oh, we've had conversations about it.
They were up till 12 last night
Yeah.
debating this.
That's what it was.
Jeez, it gets real hot and heavy. That's banter.
That's banter.
And
so that's food chat. People are discussing whether it's a palmy or a parma.
It's
classic.
a Parma.
This is one of the most classic radio. I mean, you know where you'd get the real figures from? You'd take every radio station that has done the palmy versus Parma debate, find out the answer because they do the cast out of the net to find out what people think, and then find out, like, out of 20 stations what it is, and there's your real answer.
There's a place on Little Burke Street or Burke Street, Little Burke, Mrs. Palmer's.
Mrs. Palmer's.
Yeah, I mean, that solidifies it, doesn't it?
If you're going to register a business,
Yeah.
you'd want
I
to
mean,
get it right.
there's also Palmers of Melbourne, the Instagram account.
Palmers of Melbourne. It's definitely, I mean, the two people that sort of, the two offenders were Queensland and WA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could be just why it's a palmy.
It's baby talk though, isn't it? That's my criticism. It's as I said, it's like dippy egg, asking for dippy eggs and soldiers.
Sippy cup.
Sippy cup. What others? What's a phrase that can be said that sort of puts you in baby category?
Oh, I don't know. Sebs, have you got one?
I mean, how do we feel about calling? I mean, do you call your mum Mummy Bear, George?
Yeah,
Mummy bear is...
Yeah, mummy.
Mummy bear.
You say mummy?
Mummy.
As a daddy, daddy too, but as a daddy,
Grow up.
it
Mummy.
is
I also say hot chocky.
Hot
Hot
chocky.
chucky.
Yeah, that's
I love a hot
but-
chocky.
No, hot
Do
chucky.
you say
Yeah.
doggo as well?
Oh, doggo.
Nah.
No, don't even
Nah,
start.
don't say
No.
doggo.
Yeah.
no, but as a daddy and mummy, like hearing Bodhi say mummy, and just it's so endearing, makes my heart melt thinking about him calling me daddy. I don't know, there's just something baby-like about it. So yeah,
What
you're an
about
absolute
26?
baby,
What about 26?
absolute baby. But never stop showing your mother.
So
love.
how often are you saying if
If I'm on the phone, I'd say mum. But sometimes
Uh-huh.
I text her saying, thanks, mummy.
do you
When she
think
buys me
so?
stuff.
I call my mum by her full name, Lynn Janssen. Should I?
You cut her off at 6, didn't you?
Do you think I should bring back mum, or should I make mummy a thing?
No, look, I think you're 20 years too late for mummy.
Yeah.
Are you
What
saying
age-
it? You're a mummy's boy, but are you? Are you a?
No,
Would
I
you say
say
mummy?
mum. No, I say mum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Lean in.
Mama. I like mama. Mama could be
Mama.
the closest.
Mm-hmm.
Mama's
Well, you
good.
say
Hey, mama.
darling, but you were doing it to be facetious, and now
Not
it's stuck.
facetious. No, I just loved my mum. She said, hello, darling. She loves it. And so I like saying that. But then I like calling people darlings. And then even Scooter Derek says it too. He's like, I think it's nice. It's like, it's just being a bit funny.
What about Dal?
No, because then I have more of a problem with Dal. Like if you're using that seriously. Hi, Dal.
When I was a kid,
like a bit,
I remember Babe was like a bit dirty calling someone Babe.
Hey, babe.
But I would say, hey, Dal.
You would?
Yeah.
It would. You could pull it off as a kid, as in young Josh Janssen saying it. You saying babe now?
Yeah.
Yucky, yucky.
No.
You and Breezer are very formal on the phone, I've noticed.
What do you mean?
What do you-
To each other?
Yeah. It's a bit of,
Hello.
hey, Breezer, how you going? Yeah, good, thank you. How are you today, Josh?
Yeah, that's right.
What's been the best part of your day, bro?
Highlight of the day. Yeah.
What do you,
I think
how are
it's
you
gear,
like
though.
with? How are
Hello. Yeah.
You, how are you with Han?
Ah, Hey, love. What's going on?
Hey, love.
Hey, love.
That's cute.
How are you?
I always say I love you to
hey,
Brie.
Hannah, how are you going?
I always said love you.
Yeah. Oh, mate, nothing against it. It's beautiful.
All right,
He thinks I'm too formal.
No, I get what he's meaning. There is, I reckon we could write a script and it would be what you'd reel off at the first 10 seconds of your call with Brie every single day, every single
Start the
time
call
you're on
with, hey, Breezer. Hey, Breezer.
We've done this. Didn't we do this on? We called Brie.
I don't know, maybe, mate. You're the producer of the show. You should remember.
I think no. We did a switcheroo. So
and then Brie will say, hello. And Josh will say, hey, Breezer. How are you? Good. You did it. You did it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
I also go to What's News.
What's news?
To Brie?
Like, yeah, especially like Sevs. Like if I
what's
FaceTime
been happening.
Sevs.
Yeah.
What's going
that's
on?
nice.
And then normally I don't like his first response. It's
You,
like,
you
nothing.
really get it out of me. Like it's not annoying, but it's
Well, I just say what's...
It's annoying.
No, I just say what's news and he says, oh, nothing much.
That's what
And
I
it's
say.
like, but the thing is, it's like if we're playing improv, he's the worst performer ever. Because where do I go from so I end up going, no.
Sev didn't know he was playing improv every time you called him.
Well, it's just like, where does it go? If it's what's news, oh, nothing.
well. The thing is, you asked me this 2 hours after you've already asked me this.
Yeah, it's a tick.
We're in the
It's a tick.
you leave. It's like anything else when you're walking out the office. I was like, I'll tell you or whatever. And then 2 hours later, you're just like, oh, so what's happening? What's new? I was like, mate, I've literally just taken the bus home and that's it.
But a lot happens.
His question was, mate, how was the bus ride yesterday?
And then
Yeah,
ends
it
up
was all right.
going, What's Grace up to? Yeah. Let's get over. It's like he's got absolutely nothing. What's the other question I ask? How's the family?
How's the oh yeah, no, you do that a lot. Yeah, no, it's
How's-
not about
how's
me
Mum
anymore.
going?
To be honest,
How's her iPad?
Yeah, Apple Pen.
Why do you still call him?
I don't know. Well, I think that like half the time, like last night when I called you, was it because I was calling you back and you said, was that the night before?
I think
I was calling you back and it was like, sorry, I didn't mean to call you.
I was because it was in my. I just went to my recent and I accidentally hit Josh instead of Grace, and so
Easy mistake.
Anyway.
Anyway, a bit of admin before we go. You had a few reviews.
Yeah, we've got a review from Sarah from Shine Hairdressing. Keep it up. Josh and Tommy have not only built an amazing daily podcast, they've also built a really beautiful community of gronks to go with it. Love listening to and watching your podcast grow. Looking forward to what's to come for you legends. Keep up the great work. Also got another one from Caitlin. Balance.
You okay?
Yeah, just clear my. I reckon it's actually this.
What are you
It's
eating?
the viscosity of his
the Cliff
saliva.
Bar.
The Cliff
Definitely.
Bar has really just solidified.
Mate, how do you think I'm feeling with fake ice cream?
Yeah, not good. Balanced, humorous, and informative. These guys are fantastic. I love the balance of humor and the casual chit-chat / banter and deep, possibly controversial topics that are approached with an analytical and mature view. Very thoughtful, very considered, and very thought-provoking every time. 5 stars. Thanks, Caitlin.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Caitlin Sarah. Well, it's a long weekend, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. We've got shows coming out Saturday,
Yep.
Sunday, and Monday.
We'll be here,
Mm-hmm.
even when the Queen is celebrating.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Because it's
Gemma.
Queen's birthday.
It's Queen's
I'm sure Gemma's celebrating as well.
Yeah. We don't stop the party
Yeah.
just for the Queen.
I wonder what the Queen's up to.
It's not her birthday.
How
She was.
old is
Oh
she?
my God, she was riding a horse this week.
Really?
96-year-old woman on a horse. Royal.
What else are you
What
going
an
to do?
animal.
No
Mate,
good.
I appreciate it. Like if I can be 96 and be able to ride a horse,
Oh my God, she is.
it's
3 days
phenomenal.
ago.
Shit.
You on her
If there's-
Instagram?
I don't
Yeah.
get it. No, I don't actually.
The royal family. Yeah.
Are you
I'll-
serious?
if there was a-
Actually, that was a joke.
If there was a conspiracy theory about the Queen has some kind of thing that it's not anti-aging, but it just means that she won't die, like she is just like good inside, I would believe it. Like she's found some thing to keep her going.
Yeah.
Because you see a 96-year-old, however old she is, riding a horse.
Mhm. Got a pretty good life. That would help. You know?
A lot of people going to coffee shops for her.
Yeah, she's not doing it. I wonder what she's stressing about though, really.
Dude, she'd be stressing about.
Boris.
She'd be stressing about the allegations of her son being a pedophile. That's what she's fucking
yeah.
stressing about.
Oh, is that who Prince Andrew is?
Yeah, it's her son.
That's unfortunate.
Amongst
I mean,
the whole.
There's also the Prince Harry stuff, and
Mate, there's a lot for that
There's a
grandmother
lot-
to be
there's
stressing
a lot
about.
of stress. Yeah, man. I wonder how she's still alive. To be honest,
But I tell you what,
there's a lot of stress.
I tell you what, she handles it like an absolute champ.
Champ,
The
Just time on
live
a horse. just it's actually what's it called? Like
equestrian.
therapy.
Oh yeah, equine therapy. Yeah, that's how
Just-
she's.
yeah.
Maybe it is.
She's like, I would blow up if I wasn't on this fucking horse.
She did this year. She did an address to the nation, address to the world, really, which was and she did the same so because of coronavirus, and she did it many years ago when she was a young woman at the helm, and it was just beautiful to see. Just this,
Was it?
I looked at the old footage and then I looked at the new footage. And I was like, wow, what a woman. What a woman.
You're a royalist. You like the whole royal thing.
I get into it. I would love a royalist on if anyone knows someone who understands the monarchy, the royal family, I would love it, because there is when it gets down to the Dukes of Edinburgh, the people who own, they get all the taxes from the land. So there's in London, there's where Soho is, it got gifted to, it got passed on, whatever that shire is called or whatever it's called, that got given to this young guy who's now just this billionaire who gets all of the tax, so the land tax that the rich people pay goes to him.
Oh,
and so this
Sounds
is
pretty outrageous.
this is what what's Harry? Where does he own? Where does he own?
He's got a place in LA.
No.
I'm serious.
He's the
no?
Prince of.
Yeah, so
Am I
they
thinking
all
William?
get given their what is it?
You're thinking Prince Harry? Is that what you said? Prince Harry?
Prince of Prince of Wales. So you get
He's
your
the Duke of Sussex.
Duke of Sussex, and so the Dukes so he would be getting all the land tax from the Sussex residents.
Not anymore.
Maybe not. Yeah, I think he gave it up. But it goes deep, and why they're even making money. Like this is this is 1,000 years ago. All this shit happened. Are they like the government? No, they're not. They're a different thing. It's it goes real deep, dude.
Would you go if we were doing another referendum? Republic? What is it? Going republic? Is that what it's called?
Oh, leave Brexit.
Yeah, no. Leave the
Is
Commonwealth.
it referendum?
No,
referendum.
I don't see any reason to leave the Commonwealth. I don't know enough, but
Do we contribute money towards them?
Yeah, I'm sure we do. I like being indie. So that's where
yeah.
If we're if the royal, if the royal family is podcast one, I'd prefer just to
just go
ditch
indie.
that.
Go indie. Yeah.
Because you're making the money, but they're not doing much for you.
But you can use the studio where Hamish and Andy record.
I think I got COVID off Hamish from one of the mics. Good one, guys. Podcast one sold for, I think it was $18 million in the US.
This recently?
Oh, wow.
This is only a month and a half ago.
Yeah, sad when Joe Rogan sells his back catalogue for 150 mil.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see what happens because Podcast One Australia is just a licensing deal with SEA.
Yeah.
And so I do wonder, I did notice that on one of SEA's recent podcasts, they have the SEA logo on it as well as the Podcast One logo.
Oh, really?
So whether that's a transition play or it's a new podcast. But the other thing I thought is it's on advertising and stuff. So maybe they're doing it because it's a bit of a branded content thing that they're sending to clients as well.
Love it.
But anyway.
Love the investigation. I want a full-blown investigation.
Great
into
drama.
that.
Wonder how Podcast Ranker's going.
I don't know. I'm going to go to your website.
Thank you. It's yours too.
Yeah, true.
It's Daily Talk Show. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.